I know, but I don't understand who Kevin is still.
From 24-hour news 8.
Developing now.
Hello and good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. My name's Sideshow Bob. My name's Benjamin Bateman, and you're watching Never Mind The Shitcoins, the only cryptocurrency panel quiz show even bothering to try and keep you laughing through World War III. So be grateful, really, don't expect too much. So let's go into an intro for our guests. Tonight, our special guest star subject matter expert beautiful people are editor extraordinaire and host of the Hacker Noon podcast, and not a fan of a weak fingering, we have Amy Tom. Yay!
Oh no, that is not what I want to be known for.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's forever the moniker you've got on this show now, Amy. And moving away from the scoreboards, shock horror, and onto the panel, the Dogmother of Dogami has decided to bite back. We've got Dionne Edwards. Yay! Ooh, look at worry on Eugene's competitive face there.
Bring it.
And the man who needs no introduction, so let's get on with the game. I joke, of course, it's the founder of Everscale Academy and the chest-beating, backflipping, yogi heart of our silly little show, Eugene Morozov. Welcome, buddy.
Woo!
There or nothing. Round one, non-fungible news. Okay, so it's been a pretty kind of quiet week overall for the news. I haven't seen much going on. I don't know about you guys. So I've had to kind of scrape the barrel for stories this week. But let's give it a shot anyway, shall we? Haha. Right, so question one for you all. When it comes to crisis giving or charitable giving, however you'd like to define it, which community has kind of proven themselves to be more generous over the past couple of days? The Bitcoin community or the Ethereum community?
What do you guys think? I think my vote would be on the Ethereum side.
Yeah, okay, given that there's only two options, I'm gonna go with Ethereum as well.
I'd have thought Bitcoin would have been higher to donate.
Yeah, I just think there's more people involved. Bitcoin is only used to make payments. So I would say that Ethereum intrinsically has more crowd behind it, more people doing stuff. I think given the fact that people are more or less the same everywhere in terms of, how much they give, I think there's just statistically Ethereum should come on ahead.
I said Ethereum because after I came on the show last time, I learned my lesson, and now I'm just going to say whatever Eugene says.
It's a good tactic. I know.
Well, but am I right?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you're right in the fact that the Ethereum community have donated more. Not sure about the theory. I mean, my theory might be more just that Ethereum people have more shitcoins to give, basically. So all these kind of weird coins sat around in their wallets with kind of intrinsic value of some sort are making their way there. But just to fill in the blanks, obviously, this is the story about the Ukraine national government putting up Bitcoin and Ethereum address wallets for donations at this time during the crisis. Can anyone tell me how much comparably Pussy Riot have managed to raise?
Oh.
Wow. Pussy Riots, you guys know what they are, right? These are a group of protesters which are famous and were speaking up at times when nobody else was interested in speaking up or nobody else was courageous enough to speak up. So they actually went to a church, believe it or not, originally, and they performed in the church some anti-war act for which they were arrested and tried. I think they all got jail sentences, if I'm not mistaken. And therefore, to see that they're back up and running actually pleases my heart.
I mean,
But
crazy things.
how much they raised? Well, unfortunately, a lot fewer people know about them than about Ethereum. So I would say they brought in a lot less.
Yeah, you might be thinking that. So we've lost Dionne. Who knows? But actually, Pussy Riot managed to raise $3 million comparatively, which kind of shows you on some scale how far we've got to go in this space to a degree, doesn't it?
Oh.
5 million for Ethereum,
Okay, wait,
4
what were the
million for
other numbers?
Bitcoin, 3 million for Pussy Riot. Dionne,
I don't know what's going on. My camera's just messed up. I don't know what's going on. Please bear with me.
yeah, now you're upside down, Dionne. What are you doing?
I don't know what's going on. My camera's just messed up. I don't know what's going on.
All right, well, while you do backflips, the rest of us will play the game. God, your first time on the panel. Ugh.
Amateur
Who
hour.
says this show is too homemade?
Despite having no news, this is the funniest show so far.
Who needs proper jokes when you can just have Dionne doing backflips on the camera? Brilliant.
Exactly.
Right, good. So
backflipped
question
right off
two. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be back. Hopefully she'll be back. We'll see. She's only at the other end of the room, but at the end of the hall. Tintin, have you fell down a well? Right, what you want to do is just put one arm on the side of your head so it looks like you're really chill.
You're back.
My phone's upside down.
Yeah, that's great.
Brilliant. Right. So, question two. Halfway through our recording time, and we're on question two. Good going, guys.
Sorry.
Why is Gavin Wood and Justin Sunn, amongst a few other nameless, shameless shills, a complete scumbag in a word, basically? Or is he? Matter of opinion. But off the back of the last question, Gavin Wood, founder of Dot.
Something only in Polkadot, I'm guessing then?
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I mean, very, very nervously put, but yeah, you piece together the story in words, yeah.
Oh, I must have
It's
missed
hard
You're,
to-
you're used to giving out points.
Yeah,
Maybe they
exactly.
said. Maybe they said they will donate, but didn't.
Yeah, Dionne had the story pretty much. So Gavin Wood is the founder of Polkadot cryptocurrency, obviously the ecosystem they have going on over there, which it is a damn good product as far as I'm aware. But he jumped onto the Ukrainian post about Bitcoin and Ethereum and said, if you put up a Polkadot wallet address, I'll give you $5 million.
Oh, that's shameless, though.
Justin Sunn, unsurprisingly, did the exact same thing. Good old Justin. Scumbag.
I am
I
good.
mean, does anyone disagree? Is it all fair play in marketing nowadays?
No,
No,
I'd
no.
say that not when it's like that. It's like you're using a situation to advertise your own shit in that way. If you have the money that you can say you can donate, but only in certain conditions, it's a bit low.
Yeah.
Especially
not
now.
good.
You can put
It's
out
not
a
good
PR
now.
campaign about whether or not you could be able to donate the money. You could put out a PR campaign about having already donated the money.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. I mean, they've got the
Can't put
reserves.
conditions
They
on
did their
donations,
ICO,
really.
you know. Yeah. Right, well, I think we're all agreed then. Gavin Wood, you're a dick. So,
Yeah.
endorsed. Welcome to come on the show anytime you want, buddy, obviously. Right, question 3 for you. A bit more fun, bit more lighthearted, this one. Who the fuck is Kevin, and why is Kevin so terrible that he's almost come full circle in being greatness? In some weird opinions again.
I know, but I don't understand who Kevin is still. Dude, despite all of my best Googling, I came prepared for this day. I did my homework. I did my researching. I still don't know who Kevin is.
Alrighty. Right, well, I'm. If there's some fault at me here, and for some reason I've got the wrong name, but I don't think I do, guys. Kevin is the lead face at the equivalent Pikachu of Pixelmon.
Oh.
Okay. Kevin is being labeled as a historical NFT. Okay, see, I did see this picture. I am up to date with the Pixelmon fandom now, but I did not realize that they had coined him as Kevin.
Yeah, they've all got names. Just Kev. Good old Kev.
But if you actually read into the fandom, though, it's pretty interesting, because what they're saying is that their NFT release of their Pixelmons was not representative of what the game is like or what the metaverse is like. And then they have these other photos where they're beautiful, they're properly well done and designed, and somebody was just fucking around on their computer making this NFT and was like, shit, I gotta read this deadline. I guess this is good enough.
Yeah.
Trolling themselves.
It is. I mean, why? Honestly, a 5-year-old could make something like that on Microsoft Paint. It's $70 million, and they basically paid someone a $5 to make that. It's crazy. Long live the metaverse, eh? Long live the metaverse.
Do our own. We should do our own. We should have our own podcast.
Who says money doesn't grow on trees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark my
We'll do
word.
the Never Mind The Shitcoins verse.
Exactly. And
A beautiful land where shitcoins do genuinely grow on trees. Right, well, this is usually the time where I go, Dionne, what are the scores? But she can't be trusted now because, I mean, she'd just give herself all the points because I know what she's like.
conflict.
Unfortunately, I mean, those first few questions didn't really go quite as well as I thought they might have gone. I mean, you guys obviously, maybe I'm too tricky. Maybe my hints aren't as good as I think. But, I'm putting the blame on you guys because I don't blame me. But I've got the scores out, and I'm being fucking generous, to be honest with you here. Eugene, you've got 2 points. Amy, you've got 2 points. And Dionne, you've got 1 point.
Okay, that's just quite generous.
Round 2. Super Bowl Shill. Super Shill. Super Bowl Super Shill. Something like that. Super Shill Bowl. Super Shill Bowl. I like that. Yay. We'll put in some crowd noises. It'd be sexy. Brilliant. Okay, so what you guys should have seen in your little packs is a video featuring from the recent Super Bowl, which some of you may be aware, the halftime advert break, usually reserved for very, very big household names, was actually bombarded with adverts from cryptocurrency firms. Yeah. So here's our non-copyright breaching example of one which totally has been made better by my face. Hey.
Edison, can I be honest with you? It stinks. Does your wife know what's going on here?
She knows I go to work.
You're wasting your time.
The question we've got off the back of this is, who can tell me which cryptocurrency company the advert that, like I say, I've improved with my beautiful face there, was advertising? And I'll give bonus points if you can tell me the other cryptocurrency companies who are advertising during Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think it was Coinbase. It was a huge, big crypto exchange. That was the main one. They also did I believe Gemini was the other one, but I may be wrong on the second one. The big one was, I believe, it was Coinbase. And what happened?
Well,
No?
go on. Well, we'll touch on Coinbase in a moment, but can anyone name the big exchange? Because that's the one we've just edited, or will do.
Oh, it was not Coinbase? Was it been... It wasn't
Binance.
Binance, maybe.
FTX?
Hey,
FXT.
ding ding points to Amy. Yeah, the FTX had their own.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was like something with that letter combo.
Alrighty, so Eugene, you've correctly said Coinbase. What it was, for those who haven't seen it, it was a QR code which bounced around the screen silently like a DVD saver menu, so kind of a bit nostalgic. But those who clicked through were basically offered $15 free worth of Bitcoin from Coinbase. But unfortunately, it crashed within like 2 minutes of the advert going live, so Coinbase paid a phenomenal amount of money to send people to a 404 link. Which is a bit of an issue with too much traffic in one go. Exactly.
Yeah.
You offer a bunch of people free money. What are they going to do?
That's
Not
such
take
a
the
good
photo?
idea, though. That old DVD
I love-
thing where you watch it and then you're like, just touch the corner. Just touch the corner. I'm waiting. It's been 5 minutes. I'm still here.
You're betting on which corner it's going to be, yeah. The advert idea, like I say, was quite cool. But Brian Armstrong, obviously CEO of Coinbase, he put out a bit of a tweet thread claiming the genius of his team because they spoke to all these creative different agencies. And, you know, they didn't like any of the ideas these brands had brought to them. And in the end, the idea came just from one kind of employee within the team. And then the creative ad agency who created the advert replied to the tweet going, yeah, apart from all the work we did, you dick. So, points we're going to give in that round. Amy, you definitely got a point. And Dionne, you didn't get anything again. I can tell by your face already. And Eugene, you got a point for Coinbase. So... At the minute, we're running into round 3. The scores are Amy with 4, Eugene with 3, and Dionne with 1.
Oh my god, I'm doing so good.
Don't like this side of this. Back to scorekeeper next week.
I'll make all the
like
questions
it.
about NFTs next week, and you'll stomp it, and yeah. Alrighty, so our next round, which I'm going to call this one Cramers Crapshoot.
And right now, right here on this show, I am pronouncing the Depression over.
Famous US traditional investment guru Jim Cramer, but he's a very loud man, so once you've heard of him, he's quite hard to not hear anymore, to be honest. But yeah, this is kind of one of those rounds. Last show we picked on little old Shiller Supreme Bitboy for his bad predictions and bad shills. So this week we're going to have a look at traditional world of finance and look at what Jim Cramer recommended at the start of 2021 for his top picks. So Amy, Eugene, Dionne, I have 3 of Jim Cramer's top stock picks for you for 2021. And you are going to gamble your points on one or the other of the stocks, okay? Ooh, so maybe your stocks will go up, maybe they'll go down, who knows? Oh, I wonder with the name of the round. Right, Dionne, you are bringing it up the rear, to overuse the phrase. Which would you like to go for? Would you like Veru, V-E-R-U, Root, R-O-O-T, or Fcel, F-C-E-L? And I know nothing of traditional stocks, so we're just going with tickers.
The second one, Root.
Root. Okay. Eugene? Fcel or Veru?
Fcel.
Fcel. Okay. And Amy? That leaves you with Veru.
With Veru.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, well, I mean, the hand you played is the hand you have, but does it prove it's all just fucking luck anyway? I think it does. So Fcel lost 70% for easy maths. Root lost 60%. And Veru lost 50%. So I'm going to just very quickly get out my non-existent calculator and work this out. Got through.
But the winner is the one who says about the worst investment or the best one?
You were gambling your points on the traditional stock market, Eugene. So everybody loses. Yay! Stock market. Woo! Traditional investment vehicles. Yay! So yeah, after that round, Dionne, you have half a point. Eugene, you have 1.2 points. And Amy, you have 3 points for easy maths. Hey, hello. That was a nice easy one. Yay! Right, and our final round. Sex and drugs and blockchain balls.
My favorite.
I haven't really wrote an introduction because I'm getting lazy with this. No, I joke, really. This is our final round where we get a little bit tongue-in-cheek with things, if we haven't already been a bit tongue-in-cheek, you know. I've got a few cheeky puns for you guys, cleverly disguised in the form of questions. I'm simply going to ask you to pick a category: sex, drugs, or blockchain balls. Rock and roll, sorry. And yeah, I mean, if you can answer the question, we're going to give generous points in this round. And by the end of it, we may or may not have a winner. Ooh, exciting, exciting, I like it. Right, so let's start with Amy. You're in the lead. Would you like sex, drugs, or rock and roll?
Drugs.
Oh,
Drugs.
you got the best one.
Okie dokie. Eugene. Oh, you've been disapproving this time. After those horrible insinuations those people made about you last show. Oh. Okay, so Amy. Silk Road was famous for its Bitcoin purchasable notorious offerings back in today. But what do you get when you mix the name of the internet layer that Silk Road used to run upon with the name for a cannabis cigar? Quite specific stoner terminology there.
A cannabis cigar.
Yeah.
Like a
so one of them.
blunt?
Oh yeah. So that's half the answer. And where would you have found Silk Road back in the day?
Dark web?
Yeah. Smash them together.
Okay.
Dark weblands. I don't know if it's really a joke, but I thought it sounded nice together. So dark webland. It's something. Maybe a pie. Eugene, what would you like, my friend? Sex, drugs, or rock and roll?
Wait, can I choose the same one?
You can go for drugs again if you want.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't have asked you if there wasn't a choice, to be honest, buddy. Right, so this one's a little bit tedious and still kind of on the stoner front. But how is Bitcoin and other proof-of-work chains' mining power measured? And we're going to mix this with the name for solid brown lumps of old-school cannabis you would find. So before you'd have skunk and weed, you might have some...
flour?
Weed fat? Are you
No,
making
don't,
weed bread?
don't smoke flour.
Hashing power?
Yeah. The hashish rate. Yeah.
Hashish.
I'm sure I heard him say that then. Sure I heard him say it. Yes, go Eugene, the hashish rate. Yeah. And do you want to say it for me one more time now, just so I can cut it in, if not?
Hashish.
Yes, there we go. Hashish. Oh, I'm going to set that as my ringtone. Eugene going, hashish. Hashish. Hashish.
Hashish.
The coolest ringtone on a Nokia 3210 you could ever find. All right, brilliant. Right, Dionne, I'm going to give you a chance. Yours is going to be worth double points. Okay, so double points for you. Would you like sex or rock and roll? These two have had all the drugs, the selfish buggers.
I suppose I'll settle for sex then.
You don't have to sound so disappointed.
Right.
Well, if I have to.
Right, what's the hardest one I've got here? Okay, so we mentioned a brilliant, in my opinion, Twitter debate a couple of months back about two particular kind of sex-based tokens. You had Come In You and Come Rocket. But of the two debaters on Twitter, who jizzed away more of their life savings in the end? The Come Rocket King or the Come In You creep? I couldn't really finish that one. I tried so hard.
Come Rocket King. The king always falls.
Yay! The Come Rocket King lost 98.5% of his life savings. Yay! Go Come Rocket King! And
Thank you, Come Rocket!
The only winner Come Rocket has ever made on this show tonight. Alrighty, so we've got one more each for you guys. Amy, sex or rock and roll?
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Ooh. You may know this one, you may not. Let's see. Mix the name of a blockchain block, so a block in a chain, of which the parent of that block is unknown, and the name of the backing band of Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll actual legend Ian Jury. Yeah, your face goes blank. Okay. British rock and roll knowledge.
The first part is the name of the block where the parent is unknown.
I know.
With no parent or unknown parent, so it's quite a literal name.
The orphan.
To be fair. Ian Jury and the Blockheads. To be fair, I don't think Amy needed more points anyway, so... Right. Eugene. What would you like, sex or sex?
Let me think.
Good choice.
I choose sex.
Right, nice simple one. What do you get when you mix the name of the founder of Ethereum, Vitalik
Buterin,
with the British way of saying you have a very sore bum? So there's a British phrase they use for this. It comes into use generally if people have had too much curry, or it was also the name
spicy
of a Johnny Cash
food,
song.
or...
So it could have been a rock and roll question as well, really.
Spicer, boner.
Spicer, boner. No, all right, passing it out.
What are they putting in your food?
Pass it out to the wider crowd.
Help, you live there. Guys,
go on, Dionne, mop up the points.
I know.
What's the answer to this one?
Every day in your existence, you know, and we don't get any.
This is not an everyday thing in our existence. Yeah, that would be a long life, wouldn't it? Yes, Dionne, go on, swipe those points. Give me the soundbites.
Ring sting.
Yay!
Wow.
I'm not proud.
Yeah, I would have also.
I'm not proud.
You're not proud, but you are proud, aren't you? You are proud. Would have also accepted Ring of Fire, but yeah, pretty much the same. Right. Yeah. So, Dionne, for your final question. Yeah, final one. Yeah. I've got to give you an even chance here. Yeah, and totally pretend like I'm actually keeping score here. Yes, of course. Very, very serious scores being wrote down.
I got double points.
Dionne, last question for you. Would you like sex or sex, seeing as it's the last question on my list?
Give me some sex then.
Ken, it was a little more enthusiastic than last time. But come on, where's the romance gone, love? You know, come on.
Right. Come on, man, you're not doing a good if she says it this way.
Give me that sex, baby. Give me that sex.
Yeah.
There we go. I'll keep that one in the memory, just when I'm feeling bad about myself later. Right, why is porn star Lana Rhodes not fucking talking about her NFT project anymore?
Because in porn you don't talk.
Oh, she did a load. Didn't she abandon her project as soon as the launch. She just was like, got what she wanted.
Yeah. Pretty much, yes.
That was it. Pretty much. I can't remember what it was, what her NFTs were, but
pretty. Yeah. I mean, they were what you might expect, I imagine. But whichever way she, yeah, I can take a big guess, and I didn't actually check for fear of being murdered by Dionne, obviously.
Yes.
But the lovely punchline I wrote for it was she pulled her own cum-stained rug. So hey, rug pulled, cum-stained, something in there. Hey, there we go.
And that's the name of the
apparently
show.
The things went from. She pulled her own cum-stained rug. Jesus, if we don't go viral off the back of that, brilliant. But yeah, I mean, these things $250 a pop when they minted. They went to $15 each within like a few hours. And my favourite part is there was one very overeager beaver. You see what I did there? Of a fan who got the project logo tattooed on his shin. It's going to be a fun one to explain for the rest of your life. Fucking tattoo a project a few hours.
Just how invested are you in a porn star though that you have it invested in your shin and like you have something tattooed on you anyway?
10 years later, you're on the beach, you're trying to have a kick around with your kid, and he's like, Daddy, who's that? Ah, shit.
He's a friend.
Right.
Sit down, son, let me tell you a story. So, what?
Back in my day.
I used to be known online as the Cum Rocket King. Don't you know? Brilliant. Right, on that note then, let's pretend I was keeping track. I was keeping track, actually, to be fair. Sort of. Amy, you picked up an extra 2 points in that round. Ooh. Eugene, you picked up an extra 3. And Dionne, you picked up an extra 4. So, what does that leave us at? Well, let me check the other piece of paper and do a quick bit of math. Let's take my socks off and add it up. Amy, you're on 6. Eugene, you're on 6.
We broke his camera.
Dionne, you're on 6. Hey, let's say everyone wins. I don't know. What was everyone on? I'll probably have it. Yay! Woo! Everyone's a winner because there's too much losing and fighting in the world today. So everyone wins because what a beautiful show. What a beautiful bunch of people. And thank you very much. And I don't know, it's corny, but peace and love, everyone, and look after each other. I'm going to try and do what Amy does here. If you enjoyed the show, please hit that subscribe button. Please like us. Please follow us on social media. Honestly, I try and say funny stuff on social media, but usually I'm quite grey in my opinion, so I probably wouldn't follow me either. But bye, everyone.
You even said it with like my cadence and energy too.
Ah, yes.